For years, whispers have circulated about the true circumstances surrounding Aaliyah's fatal plane crash. Now, those whispers are turning into screams as bombshell accusations emerge, implicating music moguls Diddy and Jay-Z in a conspiracy that reaches the highest echelons of the music industry. Cassie's lawyer is dropping bombshells, revealing shocking details about Diddy and Jay-Z's alleged involvement in Aaliyah's murder. Get ready to have your mind blown, because the truth is far more sinister than you could ever imagine. Rumors swirl around the untimely death of Aaliyah, the young R&B star whose life was tragically cut short in a plane crash. Whispers suggest that this was no accident, and fingers are pointed at music moguls Diddy and JayZ. Aaliyah's case is being re-examined, fueled by recent accusations against both men. Sources claim that Cassie, a close associate, overheard Diddy and Jay-Z discussing the incident, their laughter and nonchalance chillingly out of place given the gravity of the event. This echoes earlier claims by Lil' Kim, who alleged that Diddy openly bragged about his past wrongdoings. Aaliyah's death is not an isolated incident. It casts a long shadow back to the early days of Diddy and Jay-Z's rise to power. Their collaboration in 1997 marked the beginning of their dominance in the music industry, but their ascent was marked by legal troubles and accusations of a ruthless pursuit of power. Jay-Z, in particular, is accused of having pursued Aaliyah romantically since she was young, only to be rejected. Her death, just 2 years after this rejection, has fueled speculation about his potential involvement. This suspicion is further amplified by the deaths of Tupac and Biggie, and the alleged sidelining of rival Nas, all occurring during Jay-Z's rise to the top. The narrative paints a picture of a music industry rife with competition, jealousy, and potentially even criminal acts. Aaliyah, a rising star with immense talent, may have become entangled in a web of dangerous ambitions and power struggles. As the investigation into her death deepens, the question remains, will the truth ever come to light? Or will the powerful figures implicated in this tragedy manage to silence the whispers of conspiracy? This chapter delves into the shadowy corners of Jay-Z's rise to power, examining his connections and the whispers of his ruthlessness. Central to this narrative is his complex relationship with Dame Dash, his former friend and business partner in Rockefeller Records. Dame Dash paints a picture of Jay-Z as a man driven by ambition, willing to exploit others to achieve his goals. He accuses Jay-Z of a calculated climb to the top, allegedly silencing rivals and capitalizing on their misfortunes. The death of Big L, who initially brought Jay-Z into the fold, is cited as a turning point, after which Jay-Z allegedly began aligning himself with influential figures like Tupac and Biggie, ultimately building a network that would solidify his dominance. Adding a layer of moral complexity is Jay-Z's alleged involvement with R. Kelly.1. Despite the disturbing allegations against Kelly, including his illegal marriage to a then underage Aaliyah, Jay-Z collaborated with him on multiple projects. 2. This alliance, according to Dash, was a betrayal of Aaliyah and a demonstration of Jay-Z's willingness to disregard ethics for personal gain. 3. Dash's accusations portrayed Jay-Z as a master manipulator, orchestrating events from the shadows and carefully crafting his public image. His preordained rise, as some call it, appears less a product of pure talent and more a result of strategic maneuvering and a disregard for those who stood in his way. This examination of Jay-Z's past raises uncomfortable questions about the price of success and the true nature of power in the music industry. Was his ascent built on genuine talent and hard work, or did it come at the cost of others' careers and well-being? As we delve deeper into this story, the line between ambition and ruthlessness blurs, leaving us to question the man behind the mogul. This section shifts perspective to Dame Dash, offering his intimate account of Aaliyah's final days and his lingering pain over her tragic death. Dash's narrative provides a poignant counterpoint to the accusations surrounding Jay-Z, highlighting the deep connection he shared with Aaliyah and the circumstances that led to her fateful flight. Dash reveals Aaliyah's premonition about the plane, her text message expressing fear just before boarding. 1. He recounts his own efforts to protect her, advising her against Hype Williams' suggestion to change filming locations, a decision that ultimately hastened her return trip. He painfully acknowledges that Aaliyah was unusually alone on this trip, her mother recovering from surgery and her brother out of the country. Beyond the tragedy, this section offers a glimpse into Dame Dash's vision as a creative force within Rockefeller Records. He describes his approach to breaking artists, drawing inspiration from icons like Elvis and Prince who successfully crossed over into film. He masterminded the state property concept, turning his artists' legal troubles into a compelling narrative for both film and music. Dash's conflict with Jay-Z looms large in this narrative. He claims that Jay-Z's desire to emulate Puff Daddy's style led to creative clashes, culminating in the infamous Sunshine video that was widely ridiculed. Dash, however, saw opportunity in adversity. he channeled the negative reception into the creation of Streets is watching a visual album that became a cult classic. Too. This is a story of ambition, creativity, and loss. Dame Dash emerges as a visionary, a protector, and a man deeply affected by Aaliyah's death. His account challenges the prevailing narrative surrounding JayZ, offering a different perspective on the events that shaped Rockefeller and the tragic end of a promising young star. This final chapter brings the investigation full circle, confronting the alleged perpetrators with mounting legal pressure and damning witness testimonies. 50 Cent, in a recent interview, adds his voice to the chorus of accusations, claiming that his long-held suspicions about Diddy and Jay-Z are now being confirmed. He points to Jay-Z's conspicuous silence amidst the growing allegations as a sign of guilt. The lawsuit against Diddy and Jay-Z takes center stage, detailing the horrific alleged rape of a 13-year-old girl at an after-party following the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards. The victim, identified as Jane Doe, bravely comes forward in an exclusive interview, recounting the traumatic events of that night. She describes being drugged, assaulted by both Diddy and Jay-Z, and the chilling indifference of those who witnessed the attack. Adding weight to these accusations are the testimonies of Tanya Wallace, Diddy's former party planner, and Harvey Levin, executive producer of TMZ. Wallace claims to have witnessed scenes of abuse at Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, where minors were allegedly exploited and assaulted. Levin confirms the existence of videotapes from these parties, describing them as porn directed by Diddy himself. The freak-off tapes become a focal point, offering potential evidence of the depravity that allegedly occurred under the guise of celebrity gatherings. These tapes, combined with the victim's testimony and the accounts of witnesses, paint a disturbing picture of powerful men exploiting their status and connections to commit heinous acts. The weight of evidence and accusations against Diddy and Jay-Z mounts, demanding justice for Aaliyah and other alleged victims. Will their power and influence prevail, or will truth finally triumph? Share this video to amplify the voices demanding justice and hold these powerful figures accountable. Comment down your thoughts and subscribe for more.